Hi everyone! So welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm so excited, and sometimes when I get really excited I forget how to talk and use my words, so hopefully in this video that does not happen and I remember how to speak. I want to start the first announcement with the one you don't know about, because I kind of spilled the beans with my other one on Snapchat and Instagram, so I'll start with one you don't know, and that's a fitness announcement. Okay, so remember how I've been telling you guys I'm trying to get into the best shape of my life. I'm giving myself this summer to really try. Not that I haven't been trying. Obviously I've, got in good shape last year and, I'm very happy with the results, but I just feel like I could do better and I'm just so inspired. And yeah, I was telling you guys about this, some of my fitness goals are to put on more muscle in the booty area. And yeah, last year my biggest concern was my stomach. Now that I've kind of, got my abs and toned up my stomach, I just feel like I could focus on other body parts now and really tone up. But if you're wondering how I'm going to be getting in the best shape of my life and a plan I'm going to be following, that brings me to my first announcement. Oh, I'm so excited. And I have partnered with BPI Sports. Look at my shirt. What that means for my channel and how I'm going to be getting in the best shape of my life is I'm going to be following their meal plan and their workout plan, and guys, it's free. Now, not only will we have my advice and my experience and this, that kind of stuff, like everything that worked for me, but now we'll have some expert advice too. And I think that that's much needed on my channel because, I do like to do things my way. I always will. I love to add ballet into working out. I love to add, taking a cheat day, and those things, that's always gonna be me because that's my core and that's who I am. But I think it's much needed to have some expert advice on my channel as well. That way we can all reach our goals faster and just more efficiently, And I'm just so excited because I'm going to be following BPI's meal plan and workout plan. So that's why I told you guys on Snapchat that there's a meal plan. You guys have been asking me for meal plans for so long, and if you've reached out to me and asked and I said, I'm sorry, I just can't make you a meal plan just because I can't be making people meal plans. I didn't go to school for that. I don't have training in that. I can't tell people what to eat.
The first thing you do is go to bpisports.com and go to fitness goals where my mouse is, and then click be healthier, and then you click if you're a male or a female, so female for me, and then that takes you to whatever your goals are. So you can click this one, be trim, for an athletic appearance. It says I picked this plan, be toned, and then you click get my workout plan. And then that brings you to your meal plan, and also it brings you to different workouts, and then it has this calendar, and all of this is PDF where you can print it, so it's perfect.
I am so excited because what is one thing I always say on my channel? Start with the free advice first, right? If you want to buy a trainer, I support that. If you want to buy, a gym membership, I support that too. If you want to buy a meal plan, I support that. But always start with the free advice first. That way you can see if this is something you like and that you're not wasting all this money. So yeah, that's my first big announcement, and I'm just really excited. I could get chills thinking about this, but if you've been with me on Snapchat for a long time, since, I don't know, maybe a month after my first fitness video, yeah, around that time, but I mentioned I was someday I hope to partner with a company and them help us with meal plans and workout plans. Do you guys remember that? I can seriously remember that Snapchat. I was I can't create meal plans myself for everyone. I need expert advice. I need, expert advice for fitness as well. Obviously, you can modify things and still do things your way. I'm going to, but also having a guide to follow because a guide is helpful. The last announcement is that I am moving to California. Oh my God, I'm living my 10-year-old dream. When I was 10, I was I'm gonna go to UCLA college and move to California, and yeah, and now I'm finally doing it, and it has nothing to do with my partnership and collaboration with BPI. I feel now that I've said that out loud, it kind of seems like those two go together. They're actually in Florida. So yeah, it has something to do with that. I actually made this decision last June. So I know I didn't mention it because there's always that little fear and little doubt in me that I'm well, I don't want to go and tell everybody and then I don't do it. You know what I mean? So I did wait to know for sure that I found a place in California and that I was definitely moving. And yeah, it's all happening. A lot of people were saying like, you know, why are you moving? Like, that's great, but why? And I decided to wait until this video to kind of explain it, just so I could explain to all of you. And I don't really have the best reason for why. I just know that since my fitness journey, I have really focused on my energy and positive vibes and not letting fear get in the way of things. Fitness really did open that door for me. It really did change my life emotionally, not just physically, but emotionally. Like, it teaches you to be disciplined, it teaches you to have commitment and to believe in yourself. Because when you're trying to lose weight, it's very similar to achieving goals, is that you have to believe it's going to happen or you're going to get down on yourself and it's not going to work out for you. So on my fitness journey, I was my biggest cheerleader. I was like, no, this is going to work. Like, even when I would have little doubts, I wouldn't even let it sit in my head for too long. I was like, no, this is going to work out. And that's kind of what I'm doing with California. Since I was 10, I had it in my head that I was going to UCLA, that I was going to live in California. The reason why I had it in my head at such a young age is because when I was a baby, my parents got divorced, and the way the time was split was we were with my mom, me and my brother, most of the time, but the summers we spent in LA with my dad. And I did that from little tiny baby until early teens. So I was very familiar with California. I've had a lot of first times there, first time riding a bike, first time reading, first time horseback riding, first time dancing in front of a lot of people, like performing and stuff. So first time surfing, swimming, rollerblading, like all that kind of stuff. I think California holds a special place in my heart. You know, just growing up, being an innocent little kid, you know what I mean? Like, it holds something into my heart. And I don't have the best reason for moving, but I just know that something's pulling me there and something's pushing me there. And that's where my energy is. I have to try it. You know, I told myself if I don't like it after a year, I can come back. It's gonna be hard to leave my family, but I think in life you have to take chances, you have to do things. I know people from California that were like, I've always wanted to live in New York City, I'm gonna do it. And then they did, you know, like they just knew that they wanted to. And a big mistake that I would always make is I'd always say, wait until I have an opportunity to go to California. Wait. It was always wait. And I don't have an opportunity there waiting for me. I don't have anything except this place that I found, but I just have to try it. In a way it's spontaneous and in a way it's not, because I did spend a year saving for it. I decided June of last year when I signed the lease to this place in New York, I'm like, okay, I only want to spend a year here. I'm only going to sign a 1-year lease and then I'm out and going to California. And all year I've been saving for that. It's not something that it was just like, ooh, you know, I think next month I'm going to move to California. Oh my God, no. Moving across the country is very expensive. So it is something I've been planning to do since June. All my close friends and family has known about it since last June. It's crazy. It's crazy that it's finally happening. I'm following my dreams. And like I said, if it doesn't work out, I come back to New York. And I do love New York. So to me, it's a win-win. And at least I can say I tried it, right? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's a little different, like, I don't know, we talked about a bunch of different things, but yeah. And also, one thing I want to do when I get to California, let me know if you think this is a good idea. So my new place is not decorated at all. What if I do like some vlogs of like me going out and like, you know, sitting on couches and then decorating it and showing like the process of decorating it? Is that a good idea? I feel like that could be a cool video, but I don't know. So let me know in the comments down below. I love you guys so much. I can't wait to be joining some of you in California. I know a lot of you guys live there, so yeah, I love you guys so much and have a great day. Bye.